We are going to build GraphQL APIs with the help of Node.js. So create new project folder and open it in the VS Code. And here we have opened the new terminal using this option. So first step is we will initialize our project with the npm init -y, and then we need to install some libraries. Npm install express, then express GraphQL, then GraphQL. So once you install this, we will start writing our code. Okay, so I will create one file at the root folder, index.js. We will go to package.json and we will add the start script. Start node index.js. So basically using this setup, what we can do is in here we can do npm run start, and this will execute this start command, which is eventually it will run node index.js file, this file. Yep. So once this is done, let's close this package.json and hide this terminal. Now we can start writing our code. So first we need to require all the libraries. So const express require express, then const. So let's go to package.json. I think we install the express-graphql and GraphQL. Okay, so express, then another one we need is GraphQL HTTP from the express GraphQL. So require express GraphQL, and next is build schema from GraphQL. Okay, then so instead of using the dynamic database, for now I will use in-memory database only. So we will store everything in this object only. Okay, you can modify this logic or use Postgres or MySQL or MongoDB, Firebase, whatever you want, but for now I will use this only. So let's id. So first record is, I will define one key as id and one, then we will have name Pawan and then email. So those properties are fine for now, pawan@gmail.com. yeah. So let's insert one more record. I will copy paste, control D. So using control D you can select multiple instance of the same text. So control D, it selected other also, and Akash. Yeah. Okay, so our database is ready. Then const schema equal to, we will define schema now. Schema equal to build schema, the function which we imported at top. So here, and backticks. So here we will write our schema. Type user id string, then name string, then email string. Okay, then another is type query, and here in query user, and it will require one parameter of id. It will be of type string and explanation, so it will be a compulsory field, user. So basically GraphQL provide two types of things. One is query, so we can query the user, so user will get data from this database, and another is mutation. Using mutation we can manipulate DB write, so we will insert the record in our database, this object basically. Then another is for type mutation, and in here create user and we will pass id, which is again string, then name, again string, compulsory, then email, string, then we will return a boolean thing indicating that the user creation has succeeded or not. Yep. Yep. So once this type thing is done, what we can do is now define resolvers. So we will bind these types to the functions, right? So const root equal to user, and this will receive id, database of id. If it is present, we will map that data, map that record, right? Otherwise, or null. Then next is create user function. So here we will receive id, name, and email. Yeah, and in here we will first check if that new id is in database. We will return false here because we will say that user already exists, right? So that's why. Now next part, if it doesn't exist, then we will insert in the database. So database of id. So we are creating new key of that new id and adding the value to it, right? So that's why database of id equal to, and we will add all the values, id, name, email, and then we will return to true here, saying that the user creation is successful. Now we can create express server instance. So const app equal to express, and then here we will bind our GraphQL to the express. So app.use, so server will run on GraphQL route, and we will bind our schema and everything here, schema resolvers. Okay, so schema is schema because we defined it in the schema variable, right? So that's why. And next is root value, and this is root. Okay, oh wait, this is object. So inside GraphQL HTTP it is supposed to be object. Yeah, then GraphQL we will set it to true. So basically this will enable the GraphQL interface. So that's how we will interact with our temporary database, right? So once this configuration is done, we can start our node app. So const port equal to, we will run it on 4000, let's say. Then app dot listen, run it on this port, callback function. So once this is running, we can log to the console.log. App is running on an https :localhost this dynamic port /GraphQL. Yeah. See, this is a dynamic JS variable. It will not work. We need to cover this with the template string. So remove this and add backticks. Yeah, now it will work. Okay, let's save this. This port entire should be in capital. Let's save it. Let's start our server. npm run start. It is saying that post is not defined. Yeah. Okay, wait. See, we did mistake here. Port. See, this is post. Post is nothing, right? We need to write port. Yeah, let's save it and restart again. npm run start. Okay, so it is saying app is running at this. So let's grab this URL, copy, go to Chrome and paste it. Okay, site can't provide secure connection. Okay, see, the problem is HTTPS, so remove it, make it HTTP only, because that's what we are running on. Restart it again, and let's go to URL and edit the URL. Okay, so now it is HTTP colon / localhost. Okay, before it was HTTPS, that's why it was not running, right? So once you open this GraphQL interface, on the right side you can see that we have query and mutation, right? Two things. So if we click on query, you can select we can get user, and we need to pass the ID parameter, and in response we will get ID, name and email, right? And for mutation we can create the user, and we need to pass this 3 parameter, and return we will get boolean value, true or false. Okay, then let's get the user ID of 3. That's how you define the schema. And if I run this, I will get null. It's because I have only 2 records. Third user doesn't exist, so that's why I'm getting null. Let's say I pass it here 2, so we are getting the record of 2, ID 2. So if I run this, I will get, on right side you can see like I'm getting the second ID record. So let's comment this and add 1 record, third record. So that's how you call it, mutation, and then brackets you will call this create user function and pass the data here, right? So I think Akash is already present here, right? So let's insert any another name. We will Nilesh and Nilesh. Yeah. So let's run this. So you can see like it is returning create user true, so it means the data is created in the database. So let's uncomment the first and get the user ID, third record, and let's run it. So you can see like we got the data of Nilesh because we just created it using the mutation. So that's it for this video. We created GraphQL APIs using Node.js and precisely using express-graphql package.